Alright, welcome back to Shadow the Hedgehog. In the last 4 videos we went through and did the hero side story. This time we're going to go to the dark side story. We're going to skip the opening cutscene because we already saw it. If you want to see it again, if you're for some reason starting the series here, go ahead and watch part 1. It's in there. So, one of the most annoying things about this game that most people will point out to you is that when you're going through and playing through this game to unlock the final story, as I've said multiple times, you have to play the game through 10 times, which means you are going to see this level, Westopolis, 10 times. No matter what. You know, the second level changes. You're never gonna, you know, each playthrough you're probably gonna have a different level preceding this one, or following this one, and that's fine, but you do have to play through Westopolis every single time. The way that I did it was I would just run through the level and do the neutral path because it's the quickest way through here, and then just work my way to whichever path I wanted to get to from there, which is easy to do. So you do the neutral path, and then you go up to the dark path. And then you can go neutral to get the semi-dark, dark ending, or you can go to Westopolis, do neutral, then do dark, then neutral to get the semi-dark hero ending. And it's a mess. It's the worst part of the game by far. And this level is just an, you know, invert of the last time we played through this level, which is instead of killing all of the Black Arms, we have to kill all of the gun soldiers at Black Doom's request. Which, you know what? Fine. Shadow the Hedgehog is a cool game because it tells you killing cops is cool. And it just reinforces the thing that everyone watching this video knows, which is that the only blue life that matters is Sonic. Also, speaking of Black Doom, I have not brought this up yet, even though I have touched very briefly on the voice cast. Black Doom is voiced by Sean Schemmel, or Sean Schemmel, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, who is probably best known for being the voice of Goku in Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, all the movies, all the games. So yeah, we got ourselves a Saiyan here on deck, which I feel like must have been kind of funny because of how, you know, similar to Dragon Ball Sonic has always been, specifically the 3D games, with, you know, turning supersonic, you know, collecting 7 objects and then having your hair spike up gold is clearly Super Saiyan. Shadow is clearly Vegeta. Silver is Trunks. Like, it's just, there's been such a long-standing thing of, like, this series borrowing from Dragon Ball that it's funny that they actually got Goku to be in this one. But yeah, not really much else to say about this. It's just Westopolis again. Take your time, make sure you're looking through every single nook and cranny, because as I've said before, there are exactly 35 gun troops in this level. There are no more, no less. In Sonic Heroes, when doing the Chaotix missions, sometimes it would be like, okay, collect 10 Chow, and there'd be like 15 Chow in the level. So you could theoretically miss one and you would be A-okay. Whereas in this game, no, it's exactly. I don't know why the game does that sometimes. Sometimes there's just guys laying down on the ground. Like, their health bar is full, so they haven't been knocked down by one of the Black Arms. They're just laying down, like, dead. I really genuinely don't understand. And yeah, there's absolutely no worse feeling in this game than doing a really long level that requires you to kill every single gun troop or Black Arms or Eggman robots, and then getting to the end and realizing, fuck, I'm missing one guy.
Anybody who gets in my way is my
And
enemy.
the checkpoint system is helpful if you know where that guy is. And I know so many people have pointed this out, but it's only helpful if you know where the guy that you're missing is.
Perfect.
Other than that, it is completely useless.
The Black Aliens have hit 6 major cities around the world, and every city is reporting significant damage and casualties. Among them, Westopolis has received the heaviest casualties due to its weakened defense system. Downtown Westopolis has been almost completely destroyed. Unconfirmed sources have also reported seeing a black hedgehog in Westopolis.
Shadow? Deploy the troops now! And if you find Shadow with the Black Aliens, then kill them all.
But sir, isn't Shadow on our
I
side?
gave you an order, soldier. He's evil and he's the enemy. You can't fool me, Shadow. This time, you're mine.
Attention! Emergency broadcast to all mobile units. Headquarters to all mobile units. All points bulletin. Be on the lookout for Shadow, the Black Hedgehog, wanted in connection with the terrorist attacks. Last seen in the vicinity of downtown Westopolis. Orders are, capture him, dead or alive.
Out of my way. Coming through.
Stop! Don't move, or we'll shoot!
Stupid humans.
Look, I'm sorry, the game is cool, you get to beat up cops. What more could you want?
Impressive, Shadow.
Who are you?
You don't remember anything, do you? But you will in time. But now, there's no time to waste here. Go and access the United Federation's mainframe. Understand?
Got it.
So that makes sense, right? We're sitting in the middle of a city. We just did Westopolis, right? What location could we possibly be in next? Oh,
What is this sensation?
we're inside the internet.
Atop this light.
So all of the digital levels in this game are probably some of my least favorites. They're not really fun to play. There's a ton of like bottomless pits and just stuff that can get you killed in it. This level is way too long. When you're doing this, the hero side mission in this one, I think it's Rouge, and I think it's just get to the goal ring, I think. Which is fine, because the level's over pretty quickly. But for the dark side mission in this one, you have to go past the goal ring. Which means you're going to be spending a lot more time. It adds maybe like another 2 or 3 minutes to the level, and that's not fun. To me, that's not fun. So yeah, you can see here there's no neutral mission. It's just Black Doom and Rouge. And yeah, how did we get here? Why are we here? We were just in Westopolis beating up cops, which is cool. But all of a sudden, we're just in the internet. We're just in the internet.
What a coincidence running into you.
There's other levels in this game that take place inside the internet, and at least those
How about we both?
levels have some sort of a setup. Like, you'll go into a room where the chaotics are on the computer, and they'll be like, "We need to get into the computer!" And then Shadow will be like, "Okay, I'm going in the computer now." And then the next level takes place in the computer. Whereas this one is, we're in Westopolis.
We must go now, Shadow.
This is a light speed.
I'm in the internet now.
That
Like,
red
what
box
is happening?
Designed to ward off intrusion. Watch out.
I would have to assume this game is done in the same way that Heroes was done, where they thought about the levels first and then thought about how they connect to the story afterwards. But when your story is already so confusing and there's so many different paths and layers to it, and how you can just change allegiances on the fly and go to a completely different level. They really should have thought of the story first, then the levels. Not the other way around, which is what I'm assuming happened. So, I don't know. It's confusing. Already the Dark playthrough is off to a bad start, because we get an overly long level that is not fun to play, that has no context for where we just were. At least, like, the hero side, we're in Westopolis and then we're suddenly in a carnival. That's at least like, okay, sure, why not? We're searching for that damn 4th Chaos Emerald. He just got there, I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining too much, but I'm really gonna try not to. I don't like being one of those guys who's like, this game is bad, and I'm so angry at the game it's bad. I'm more baffled. I'm not angry at this game, I'm more baffled at it. Again, there's exactly one video game out there that I have channeled all of my rage into, and that is Dead Rising 4. Other than that, I don't have hate in my heart. You know, I just don't care. You know how some people are just like still hung up on The Last Jedi, and it's like the worst movie ever made, and it's like it ruins Star Wars. Like, I don't get that. I didn't like the movie. I moved on. However, I am the way that some people are with The Last Jedi with Dead Rising 4. I will never let that go.
Damn, not here.
Okay, so I do die in this playthrough. I thought that maybe I didn't die, but at least you got to hear it one, damn, not here. Which is great, and it's one of those lines that I quote on my own very often. So this game has had some sort of a lasting impact on me personally, because I say, just in my personal life, damn, not here, a lot. I say that a lot. I'm sorry, this level's just not interesting. Visually, it's interesting. It's not really that fun to play. There's one level in the internet that is really obnoxious, where you're on these pathways and you have to either destroy like 80 bombs that are on these little tracks, or you have to like find your way to a like specific platform, and it's really annoying. I do not enjoy playing these levels. And this is another reason why giving the player the ability to not lose every single ring when they get hit was such a good move, because when you're going through those little pathways and you hit those like firewalls, if you hit 2 of those, you're dead in the old games, you know? You lose all your rings on one, and then you get hit again, you're dead. And there's not really any way to collect rings in those sections, so it's basically like an instant kill if you get hit by even one of those. I do think that the rest of the Dark playthrough is a little bit more interesting, at least, than this level. I think this was a bad way to start it. At least with the Tails level, like, you can just kind of... you just kind of ignore it a little bit. Or wait, am I thinking of a different level? Is there another level in between that one? Yeah, so where you're shooting down the gun ship. That one, again, it's a quick little level, and it makes sense, because you're in one city location, and then suddenly you're in another city location. That at least makes sense. This is very perilous. I always feel very bad doing this. Because you have to jump into the light, but I never trusted enough to jump into it. I always feel like you have to stand on that box. And then it launches you up, and you have to land on a platform, but if you don't have the camera positioned, like, just perfectly, you're going to, like, probably fall in a pit. I'm always just so nervous doing this. I don't want to jump into the light. Although, I feel like you can trust the platforming a lot more in this game than you can in, like, Sonic 06. You can kind of take more risks. Whereas Sonic 06, like, one false move and you're probably gonna go in a pit and you're gonna die. Yeah, I don't know why they do this with the gun beetles sometimes. Sometimes they just have them be electrified, and it's quite obnoxious. Wait, I thought I sped this part up. Or no, maybe not. Yeah, I thought that for some reason I couldn't get up to this part. Maybe later on. Oh, there might be another digital level in the dark. I don't remember. But I thought there was a certain point in which I, No, I guess I did. I guess I just left this in here and didn't speed it up. Because I want you to suffer with me, apparently. Yeah, it's just obnoxious. Some of the level design in this game is very obnoxious. Again, you never really feel like you're in danger of dying every single time you jump in this game like you are in 06. But it still doesn't feel great to play. It feels... I don't know. It feels better than Sonic 06, but worse in some regards to Sonic Heroes. So, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, I probably should have sped this up, just because it's stupid. But also let you see that the depth perception in this is not great, because it looks like I'm hitting those, but I'm like just far enough away from it that I'm not being able to actually grab onto these, and it's stupid and I hate it, and this game makes me very sad sometimes. Thankfully we are almost done with this level, thank God. All we have to do is climb up here and then shoot out the middle here. I guess we're taking down the internet? I don't know. We're deleting all of the pornography off the internet.
Well done, Shadow.
It's gonna be No Nut November forever. Maria!
Whatever happens to the humans is no
Alright, well that's it
concern
for
of
this
mine.
first video in the Dark story. I will see you next time, where hopefully we get a better level. I actually don't remember.
Perfect.
Mr. President, we've received a report from the Central Information Agency. Our ground troops have successfully pushed back the black aliens from Westopolis. We've also managed to suppress enemy forces in 5 other cities. There's also reports that the CIA's mainframe has been compromised. We're investigating the incidents now. It is a strong possibility that this was also committed by the black aliens.
Tell the commanding generals that the United Federation will never surrender to terrorists.
Yes, Mr. President.
This planet was once saved from tyranny and annihilation by you 2 heroes. Now mankind must protect this peace at all costs. We must stand united to defend our world against these invaders.